Hello and welcome to a video about how to do Speedbook with any profession. For those of you who don't know, Speedbook is a Hero's Handbook hard mode that you complete 3 missions in it quickly so that you can turn it in for 3,000 reputation points. In June of 2010, they nerfed the Against the Char and Curse of the Nornbear missions by adding in additional groups that would spawn that prevent ghost flagging from being an effective way to do these missions. And 7 months later, I have finally come up with a way to do them efficiently. First mission up is Against the Char. Against the Char was hit hardest because it was nerfed in 2 ways. One, they made ghost flagging difficult, and the other way is that they nerfed Sliver, meaning that an assassin could no longer run it by just killing Harvest Soul Rain. The method I have come up with for doing it involves 2 monk heroes and a paragon hero. The first part of the mission is to run to the Vanguard helmet, which can be done easily by using the Paragon hero with the command skills incoming and fallback, and using Spellbreaker to run past Swamp Water Scales. So after you talk to the Vanguard helmet, skip the cutscene and start the mission. Immediately after you spawn, hit fallback or incoming and begin moving to the north. This way you can avoid the group of Char that are coming across the bridge to your right. Once you get your whole party out of the way of the incoming Char, begin setting up bonds on your heroes. The bond that you're going to have on your Spellbreaker hero is just Blessed Aura, and the bonds that you're going to have on your Healing and Smiting hero are going to be Strength of Honor, Balthazar Spirit, and Mending. After you're done setting up bonds on your heroes, hit Vocal Was Sogalon and begin alternating incoming and fallback while running to the Char encampment. The run to the Char encampment is going to take up the bulk of the time for the mission. There's only one group that you actually have to run through, and the rest can be avoided. The group that you have to run through consists of 1 or 2 Char Fire Rainers and 2 or 3 Char Hex Reapers. There is always 4 Char that spawn in this group. To run through them, you need to have fallback and incoming on you at the same time. The reason for this is that there's a bug that if you have a 33% increased movement speed skill and any other increased movement speed skill on you at the same time, then you'll be able to break aggro from creatures in hard mode. Because your heroes have to run through this group of 4 Char, they will take a good amount of damage, and so you want them to have at least 400 health to prevent them from dying. Now, hopefully you'll be able to figure out the routes from just the video, but if you can't, just try it. And it's relatively intuitive as long as you're just trying to avoid groups. Okay, so coming up is the group of Char that you actually have to run through. You'll notice here that I stop for a second and wait for my incoming and fallback to recharge. This is so that I can get both of them at the same time and break aggro more easily. After you successfully break aggro from this group, begin removing hexes with whatever hex removal skills that you should bring on your monk heroes. Here I brought Divert Hexes, Convert Hexes, and Reverse Hex. Once you remove all of the hexes from your party, switch to your 105 health armor. Then you want to precast Drunken Master and Shroud of Distress, as well as reapply Vocal Was Sogalon on your Paragon hero. Then begin running towards the Char encampment. Flag your heroes about half an aggro bubble away from the center of the quest mark. Have your Spellbreaker monk cast Prot Spirit followed by Spellbreaker on you. Your healing monk cast Vigorous Spirit and Healing Breeze. Your Paragon cast Enduring Harmony, Make Haste, and Find Their Weakness, as well as either fallback or incoming. Then run up and Shadow Step to Harvest Soul Rain, cast Cernscan Neb and Battle Standard of Honor, and use your Dagger Chain until he's dead. Once that happens, switch back to your high health armor, resign, and go on to the next mission. The next mission is Curse of the Nornbear. Curse of the Nornbear was not hit too hard by the nerf, however it does make ghost flagging a little more annoying. Instead, a method that is just as efficient but a little bit more difficult to run is used. It involves using a Shadow Form runner to run to each of the Nornbear spawn locations and then die and be rezzed in front of the final spawn location. At the start of the mission, avoid activating the first res shrine by staying close to the left wall. Then have your party go up against the first group of Manticores and get themselves killed. After that, it's just a matter of not getting killed, and managing your energy. Beyond that, there isn't much else to say about the running part. Just know where you're going and get a feel for the mission so you can know when to time skills. That comes through experience. So right here is the final spawn location of the Nornbear. I like to spread my heroes out so that they don't all get hit by Spirit Roar at the same time. So the hero builds I'm using are a SS Necromancer, a Discord Necromancer, and a Spirit Spammer. Most anything will work. I've found those to be pretty effective at killing them quickly, but whatever you want to use works. So the final mission is A Time for Heroes. It was the only mission that was not nerfed. The way to do it is a pretty old idea. Have 3 monk bonders with protective bond and essence bond so that they don't lose energy, and then run up and use a dagger chain on him. The difference with the build that I'm using is that you don't have to resign if a Destroyer of Deeds spawns with the Great Destroyer. This is because the only skills that the Destroyer of Deeds can interrupt are your dagger skills, which are not completely necessary for finishing the mission. Well, hopefully this has been informative. I'll post the specific builds that I used in the description, or post to a wiki build with those builds on them. And thanks for watching.